Hello and welcome back. We're now on week 3 of marathon training. For this week and the video log, I'm going to be joined again on my long run by the club chairman and coach, Chris Warwell. This week's been quite a challenging week because work's been quite busy, family, things like that. But I've still managed to shuffle me midweek and shorter runs around, and this week so far I've done a 4-mile run and 2 5-mile runs and some football coaching, and now I'm going to do a long run. Today's long run, like I mentioned, is going to be with Chris, and we have got planned a 12-mile run, so we'll see you along the way. May have some jokes, may have a bit of chat. See you in a bit. Hello. Just casually, while we were waiting for the traffic lights to change so we could cross safely, Chris decided to throw into the mix, casually like you do. While I was doing the wall, carry on, Chris, with that story.
With that story about how your body can sometimes do quite amazing things at the end of a race. Considering this was 68 miles in to a 70-mile race, running longer time after 15 hours of running, somehow my body managed to do 2 8-minute miles. I have no idea how. Adrenaline, I'm guessing pure adrenaline. You get to the end of a race, that's what pushes you through. Hence why marathon running, training, 23 miles is your end point, because the adrenaline gets you through the rest of it.
And I think that's worth noting what Chris was saying there. Training plan, you've got to stick to it, but also be prepared for adaptations in the race. Things will happen. You might get carried away by the crowd at mile 16. You might find that you're going to suffer at mile 20. But as Chris mentioned, your body is a miraculous thing, a strange thing, and you could suddenly find yourself doing 8-minute miles. As a side note, it's worth asking yourself, what sort of person are you if you're considering doing a 70-mile race?
Nuts. Considering it once, it's bad enough. Go back and doing it again, it's pure insanity. Then you push it further and say, I know, I'm going to enter a 100-mile race. Bail at 90 miles and say, never again. There's no such thing as never again. Roll on July this year, castle to castle 100 mile, from Bamber to Edinburgh. What more could you ask for on a lovely July weekend? By the way, I'm mad.
But we don't need to worry about that, because we're just training for a marathon. Steady and steadier. So, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I've done 3 weeks. No, I haven't. I've done 3 runs this week. All slightly increasing on the week previous. Did a 4-mile run and 2 5-mile runs. Now I've tried to get them in during the day for obvious reasons, that we're still in the winter months and it gets dark on an evening and got family life and things like that. But like I said in one of the previous videos, life doesn't always work like that, so work gets in the way, things like that. Got your family life as well. So this week, even though I was due to run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I couldn't manage that because I had a work visit that I needed to do on Thursday away from home. So I managed to shuffle it to Friday. Still managed to get the runs in, just takes a little bit of juggling. And as we're kind of going through the weeks, which I need to say to people, a bit of a mistake I made. It's not a 12-week plan that I'm doing, it's actually a 16-week plan. Sorry. So yeah, as the weeks go on, the mileage distance is going to increase. So it's going to be harder to kind of work those things in place, but we can do it, right? And during those weeks we need to keep ourselves entertained as well. So as promised, here's my dad joke. How do trees get on the internet? They log on. Hey! And now for an additional dad joke of the week.
What do you call someone playing snooker while balancing a pint of lager on their head? Beatrix Potter. Boom.
Give it a vote out of 10, guys. Comment on it if you want. I think it's about 4. That's why he's running on his own. Rubbish dad jokes. So as is the case with real life, I'm on my own. Chris has had a phone call from his work and they've got issues with phones. So for the moment, he's dealing with those. Hopefully he'll catch me back up again. We'll wait and see. So we're just running now through Backworth. Some lovely countryside scenery, which makes a change from running through the town and the busy streets, even though this is still a busy road. get some nice countryside. Hi, so slight change to the end of the run videos that I normally do, because I suppose it's kind of indicative of kind of what happens during life when you're planning for a marathon and the training. We had a few technical difficulties along the run today. Chris had distractions from the outside world. I had camera issues, and as we were kind of going to record, or as I was going to record coming into Escape and through Pontefract and areas like that we ran through, my battery died. I did try and do some footage with the spare battery, but that wasn't working either. So here I am now, a good while after the run, when I found the opportunity just to go through it, and it's kind of like I say, it gives me a good chance to say that what's happened today probably is a good indication of what could happen during your marathon training plan, in the fact that life gets in the way sometimes, but there's always a good chance that you can get to rearrange or to kind of make other plans. As is like this video, we get there in the end. So in the words of Jerry Springer, look after yourself and each other. See you later.